I've known ever since I was a little girl that I was going to come to the University of Iowa.
I've always been a Hawkeye fan my entire life.
I knew that this was a place that I could thrive and really get involved.
I wanted to make sure that if I chose a college campus, I wasn't just a college kid invading the town for 9 months of the year. I really wanted to feel incorporated with downtown life and on campus.
It's really inviting and welcoming. And also we have so many award-winning trees. Nobody talks about the trees. I talk about the trees though.
Being a Hawkeye to me means being a part of a greater whole, but it also means your family.
Everyone here is so creative and talented.
I think the saying like, once a Hawkeye, always a Hawkeye is so true.
You just really get that sense of camaraderie.
It's like having a hug that will never let go and will carry on with you throughout the rest of your life.
The community that I felt here has just been awesome for all 4 years and really something that I've enjoyed being a part of.
For me, it's family, it's community, it's the Iowa Wave, Caitlin Clark.
Here comes Clark. How will she go for history?
40 years from now, I'm going to be like, well, I technically knew her by association.
My earliest memory was going to an Iowa football game.
The Penn State-Iowa game, where we knocked off Penn State. That's probably my favorite. Oh my gosh, that was so fun.
It really has been this Iowa community that has pushed me to just try everything, to be bigger than what I thought I could be when I first came to Iowa.
You can have an impact on people and you might not even realize it, even from the little things that you do, just like saying hi to people and getting to know them, to like leading dance marathon and raising $1.45 million.
There's something so magical about the University of Iowa. Everyone that you'll meet is willing to talk to you, everyone's willing to help you. Everyone wants to see the best for you.
Thank you to my parents. They have believed in me, they've supported me, they've listened to me.
I'm a first-generation student, so my parents made a lot of sacrifices for me to go to college, and so I really appreciate them.
You're my biggest support system and my rock.
I get like emotional talking about it.
Thanks to my sister and my brother-in-law for also being really supportive to me throughout all of college, especially when Dance Marathon came around. It was really great to have you guys.
Thank you to my sister Sasha for sitting through this commencement ceremony.
Thank you so much to the faculty and other mentors here on campus who helped shape me as an artist and shape my professional career.
You guys mean more to me than you will ever know, and I cherish you all and love you all very deeply.
Graduates and guests, if you are able, will you please rise for the academic procession? The candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and University College have gathered to celebrate commencement. All are in their places. These proceedings are hereby called to order. I would like to give special thanks and recognition to the members of the brass quintet. On trumpets, Professor Evan Fowler and Kevin Sells. On horn, Keely Cruz. On trombone, Jonathan Allen. On bass trombone, Xiaoyu Liu. Today's proceedings will be interpreted by Hale Hawthorne of Hands Up Communication. I would first like to introduce Brandon Burkhart of Coralville, Iowa. Brandon has earned a Bachelor of Music in Vocal Performance, Bachelor of Arts in Music Education, and Bachelor of Arts in Theater Arts with an emphasis in musical theater and acting. He is a member of this class of 2024 and will open our ceremony by performing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Brandon. May I now introduce Professor of Social Work and Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Sarah Sanders.
You all may be seated. Thank you so much, Professor Tharving. So you all look around. This is pretty amazing. I think that there's more people here than there were at 9 a.m. That's pretty good. So on behalf of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, faculty and staff, class of 2024, congratulations. So today marks a milestone, a transition in your life. You're closing one chapter and you're opening another one. I love moments of transition because they give us time to reflect. Think about where we've been, where we are now, and where we're going in the future. So graduates, I'm going to talk to you first. I'm guessing that many of you woke up today with a lot of different emotions. I am guessing that some of you woke up and you knew that you had a plan for tomorrow. You were going to med school. You were starting a graduate program. You had the job that you have dreamed of for a very long time. I am guessing that there's others of you who woke up today and thought, I am not quite sure what tomorrow will bring, but I'm along for the ride. All of those are normal during times of transition. What I am hoping for each of you today, as you sit in this space, that you take time and reflect on the last 4 years, who you were when you came, and who you are now as you are leaving. But before we start, I just want to kind of get a litmus test on how you all are doing today. So graduates, how are you feeling? That is so much better than the 9 a.m. Okay. Friends, parents, families, all of you who are surrounding us today, I am sure that you also started with a lot of emotions today, because today is also a time of transition for you. Last May, I graduated my daughter Adeline, right here. And I remember waking up and getting ready to come to the ceremony, and I had a lot of emotion. Suddenly, I found myself reflecting on flying to China to adopt her, being handed this beautiful baby, having her come back to the United States and enrolling her in preschool, having her start kindergarten, her starting her career in junior high, thinking about all of the wonderful things that she had accomplished, and then finding myself full of emotions, realizing that she was now a college graduate going on to do her own amazing things. So family and friends, I am sure that you also have sat there and thought about the exact same thing, trying to understand how time went so quickly. In a blink of an eye, you are watching these amazing people down here graduate and launch themselves fully into a next path of life. So family, friends, and all of you children that I got to talk to beforehand, how are you feeling today? We are so glad that you trusted us with the education of these wonderful people down here. So graduates, one of the things that I have learned in life is that success is never obtained on our own. We accomplish greatness, our goals, through the support, encouragement, and guidance of all of those people who pick us up when we fall. I know in my life, I've had many a times where it was essential that I had people that I could lean on to really boost me when I was feeling the most insecure and scared. Today, we are literally here at Carver, surrounded by those people who have helped you get here today. So I would ask that you please stand. And graduates, I want you to look around and I want you to find your people and join me in thanking them for everything they've done for you. One thing I've learned in life is we can never show gratitude enough. Go ahead and be seated. Now I would like to introduce the panel of faculty who have joined me today for your graduation. As I say their name, I would ask for them to please stand and be recognized. Isabella Barbuza, professor in the School of Art and Art History. Royce Blackburn, visiting assistant professor of voice, School of Music. Andy Casto, associate professor in the School of Art and Art History. Chris Cheatham, associate dean for the Natural, Mathematical, and Social Sciences and professor in the Department of Chemistry. Armando Duarte, professor in the Department of Dance. Yovana Davidovich, associate professor, Department of Philosophy. Cynthia Farthing, associate professor of instruction in the Department of Math and faculty marshal. Cornelia Lang, associate dean for undergraduate studies in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and professor in the Department of Physics and Astronomy. Roland Racheskus, associate dean for the Arts and Humanities in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and professor in French and Italian. Downing Thomas, interim director of the School of Art and Art History and professor in French and Italian. Joshua Weiner, associate dean for research and infrastructure in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and professor in the Department of Biology. And finally, I am so happy to introduce Professor of Communication Studies and our absolutely amazing 22nd President, President Barbara Wilson. Are you all hot yet? We got like 2.5 more hours, so just get comfy. In 2006, the faculty of the University of Iowa approved the conferral of honorary doctoral degrees upon individuals who have demonstrated extraordinary and sustained achievement in research, scholarship, education, artistic creation, social activism, human rights, humanitarian outreach, and other endeavors that are consistent with the values of the University of Iowa. I would like to invite Mr. Charles Ray to please come forward. I am pleased to ask Professor Downing Thomas, Interim Director of the School of Art and Art History, to recognize Mr. Ray's accomplishments.
I am absolutely delighted to introduce our Honorary Doctorate of Humane Letters recipient, Charles Ray, who graduated from the UI in 1975 with a Bachelor of Fine Arts. His sculpture is inspired by the great classical statuary, while at the same time engaging in issues and processes specific to the most radical contemporary art. Ray is rightly celebrated as one of the most consequential American artists today, not least because of his consistent and serious exploration of the civic stakes for sculpture. His work has been acquired by the Museum of Modern Art in New York, the Walker Art Center in Minneapolis, the Art Institute of Chicago, the Philadelphia Museum of Art, and the Tate, London. And he is exhibited at the Whitney Museum, the Pompidou Center in Paris, among other major museums around the world. He represented the USA in the Venice Biennale, arguably the most prestigious art festival and exhibition in the world, in both 1993 and in 2003. A 2022 review of Charles Ray's retrospective at the Metropolitan Museum of Art describes Ray as America's most enthralling contemporary sculptor. One of his nominators writes, "He is a global superstar, but he does not act like one. Instead, he lives and breathes the art of sculpture and seeks to reconcile what he takes to be its public mission with his own exacting standards. What more can one want?" We honor Charles Ray today for the impact he has had on 4 generations of young artists, for his generosity in returning to the University of Iowa to inspire our BFA and MFA students, and for an extraordinary body of work that will continue to have a profound impact in the years to come.
I would now like to ask University of Iowa President Barb Wilson to please come forward and join me for the conferral of this degree. President Wilson, Mr. Charles Ray is recommended to you by the Honorary Degree Selection Committee to receive the Honorary Doctor of Letters, and the Graduate College is honored to present its recommendation to you for the conferral of this degree.
Thank you, Dean Sanders. On recommendation of the Honorary Degree Selection Committee, I confer on Charles Ray the honorary degree Doctor of Letters. Congratulations.
I would like to invite Mr. Charles Ray forward.
Thank you. I want to apologize if I'm going to sound a little stiff, because I'm used to speaking to groups, but I usually ad lib, and I thought this was too important of an occasion to just come up and start talking. So I'm going to read my paper. Again, I apologize if it sounds like I'm in freshman rhetoric. I'm proud to congratulate the class of 2024 on the completion of their studies at the University of Iowa. Like you today, I also graduated from this institution. I have vivid and poetic memories of my coming of age in this very place. If I quickly forgot mathematical equations, historical dates, and facts, and interpretations of the great novels I read and studied here, it doesn't really matter, because what Iowa gave me was the ability to think not just creatively, but also critically. I have a particularly vivid memory of my time here. As a young man, I was creative and intelligent, but dyslexic. I loved to read, but I couldn't spell. I suppose admission saw the potential of my ambition to bite off more than I could chew. I was accepted provisionally. I came to the university because I wanted to become a professional artist. That first year, I was impatient, and somehow I talked my way into an advanced studio class in sculpture. I really knew nothing, but at that time, I was too naive to understand that nobody knows anything anyway. Perhaps this is what Professor Roland Brenner knew when he opened his studio to me. Brenner was a small, wiry guy born in South Africa who had made a name for himself in the contemporary art world of London. He was tough, and I immediately understood, don't mess around with this guy. This early memory occurred on a Friday night, after I had spent the day in the sculpture studio welding together a spatial configuration. It was very rectilinear. I thought it was pretty good, but somehow needed a finishing touch. I found some solid steel wheels in the scrap pile, and I welded one to the end of each rectangular steel bar. I left the art building, had my dinner, and later that evening I was walking around town looking for action. When I stopped at a corner's red light, I was embarrassed to look over and see Professor Brenner and his young wife. He was hip and cool, 15 years my senior. I didn't know what to say. I said hi. I guess he had been back to the studio late that afternoon and had seen my creation after I left. At the corner, he looked me over, gazing up and down, taking stock, I think, of who I was. In a stern voice, he told me, "That sculpture you made in class today was very interesting, a sense of spatiality, but you welded those wheels to the end of each of the bars. They look like flowers in a bouquet. Don't ever do that again." The light turned green and he and his wife walked away. I was shocked. Disheveled, a young man who had trouble spelling and writing, yet somehow had been accepted at the University of Iowa. What I remember about this encounter with my professor, a famous artist, was that it was the first time anyone ever took me seriously intellectually. I know my memory with Professor Brenner was real. Perhaps with time it has become more vivid than it was the evening it occurred. Are memories real or are they fictional? It was here in a sociology class that I learned memories are socially constructed. Two people remember the same event differently. Events are constructed and then colored by who we are. Events retreat into the past, but memories develop into the future. If memories of my study at Iowa are fictionalized, they remain for me profound and somehow wonderfully open, because this place gave me materials of the highest quality to build these memories with. I'd like to close with a quote from John Dewey. "Time and memory are the true artists. They remold reality to the heart's desire." Thank you.
Thank you so much, Charles. Can we give him one more round of applause? That was wonderful. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Hope Yumland of Humboldt, Iowa. Hope is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Public Policy and Ethics with highest distinction and a minor in Gender, Women, and Sexuality Studies. She is also a member of Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society. After graduation, Hope will be taking the LSAT and starting law school in the fall of 2025. Please join me in welcoming Hope.
I first set foot in Iowa City the day I moved into Mayflower Hall. As a first-generation college student from a little town in Iowa with drive your tractor to school day, I had no idea what I was getting into, and I was absolutely terrified. In August of 2020, my mother said her goodbyes, and she urged me time and time again to not go out alone at night. And so, the Sunday before classes, I was out on my longboard, alone, at night, dangerously unaware of how hilly Iowa City is. I was going too far down a hill, and my board began to shake when a tree appeared in the middle of the path. Panicked, no way to turn back, I hopped off the board. It's safe to say I did not stick the landing. I spent my night alone in the ER, pessimistic about my future as a Hawkeye. My first week of college, with a black eye that swelled shut, I had multiple students private message me over Zoom with community resources like RVAP, and I had other students who stopped me on campus, concerned of my well-being. Little did I know how indicative this would be to the type of community I would meet at the University of Iowa, especially coming in during a pandemic, but I'm not going to relay the days of Zoom University, because I'm sure we've lived through them enough. As I stand on this stage, I can't help but think about the 19-year-old girl who knew absolutely nothing about the University of Iowa or college in general and had no hometown friends coming in. I had no idea that in my next 4 years at the University of Iowa, I would make lifelong friendships and genuine relationships with faculty who wish to see me succeed, professors who have invited me to alumni dinners and spent hours talking with me about questions in class, law school, and just life in general. I even had the opportunity to work on Capitol Hill, and as terrified as I was to leave the only state I'd ever known, it was the best summer of my life. I am more confident in my identity and who I am, learning to take up the space I deserve in Washington, in the classroom, and so much more. I never would have grown into myself without taking these leaps that terrified me. Therefore, as we embark on the next steps of our journeys, I encourage you all to embrace the unknown and the sometimes terrifying. Whether headed straight into full-time work, professional school, taking time off, or something else entirely, this may be a time full of doubt or uncertainty about where the future will lead us. Look at this with excitement rather than dread. Dive headfirst into the things that scare you and that set your heart on fire. Rather than be overwhelmed by the possibilities of your bachelor's degree, be grateful and excited that your dilemma is too many choices to make, as many others in the US and abroad do not get this privilege. I've overcome many challenges to be here today, one of which was being a childhood Iowa State fan. I'm honored to share this experience with you all and walk the stage with some of my best friends. Thank you to my friends, family, and faculty who believed I would make it to this point, especially my parents, siblings, and aunt who are all crowding into every inch of my studio apartment for this occasion. Getting ready this morning was hectic. As we close this chapter of our lives, I just want to leave you with 3 things. Tell the people in your life you love them, do things that scare you, and wear a helmet. Thank you, and go Hawks.
Thank you so much, Hope. And I just have to look at you, and maybe you can give me a high sign. Do you now bleed black and gold? Yes. Thank you, okay. Just double checking on that one. So we have now come to the time in which we will be conferring degrees. I would like to ask President Wilson to please come forward. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Applied Studies, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelors of Fine Arts, Bachelors of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Science please rise? President Wilson, these worthy and approved candidates, having completed all of the requirements for degrees as listed in the commencement program, are recommended to you for the conferring of the degrees by the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and University College.
Thank you, Dean Sanders. On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and by the authority vested in me by the Iowa Board of Regents, I confer on each of you the degree of Bachelor of Applied Studies, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Science, as qualified and designated. Congratulations, Hawkeyes!
Graduates, please remain standing for the turning of the tassels. This is where you get to show the entire world that you've made it. You are now a University of Iowa College of Liberal Arts and Science graduate. So now, before we recognize each of you individually, I would ask that you mark your new status as graduates of the University of Iowa by moving your tassel on your cap from the right to the left. I absolutely love that moment. Graduates, you can be seated. We have now come to the part of the program where we individually recognize each graduate. We are proud of each and every student who has met the demanding requirements that we have set forth for the attainment of degrees. Students who have earned high grade point averages qualify for graduation with one of 3 levels of distinction. This morning, they wear their distinction literally on their sleeves. The back of your program insert explains the stars and the quadrants that they wear to celebrate University Distinction and honors in the major. Today's graduates will be presented by Cornelia Lang, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs, and Roland Racheskis, Associate Dean for Arts and Humanities. Marshals, will you please bring the graduates forward?
Hope Yumlin with highest distinction.
Emma Liam Schroeder.
Brandon Martin Burkhart.
Joseph Salvatore Chopin.
Kyle Douglas Zaruba.
Theodore James Brown.
Cole James Mundus.
Adrian Esteban Acosta.
Sam Branstad Phillips.
Mehdi Assem.
Lucas Anderson.
Amelia Montgomery Williams with honors in history and with highest distinction.
Matthew Gill.
Daniel Okan with honors in history.
Mason Alexa Briner.
Willen Gao.
Molly Ball.
Ibrahim Omar Muhammad.
Megan Baker.
Byron Brandt with distinction.
Alexander Becker.
John Lowe's with highest distinction.
Atsura Marina Sartini Rideout with highest distinction.
Sandra Teague Jarvis.
Elizabeth Correa.
Sophia Josephine Campos.
Josephine Elizabeth Amick.
Madison Marie White.
Callista Rose Elwood with distinction.
Shisha Hayes.
Abby Embry.
Nadia Viveros.
Alex Bishop.
Valentina Uutia.
Blake Bentler.
April A. Aranda.
Kelly Elizabeth Dennert.
Margaret Huang with university honors and with highest distinction.
Kylie Clampett.
Matthew Pauley.
Michael James Brankin.
George Hatsis.
Jordan Aaron Anderson.
Kaylin Rose Scully.
Natalie Nye.
Elizabeth Joan Reese.
Jenna Link.
Lola Jane Henry.
Reagan Eder.
Ethan Schaffner.
Ella Renee Brown.
Rodine Gabir Shaban.
Addison Grace Brown.
Fatima Ali Fazal Mahmoud.
L. Meredith Goddard.
Anthony Zulo.
Reagan Weinheimer with high distinction.
Parker Volkman.
Alyssa Annette Davis.
Olivia Fortman with honors in microbiology and with university honors.
Hannah Jolynn Gustafson.
Shivani Chavla.
Rachel Anderson.
Tyler LaForce.
Madison Ann Smith.
Leah Suzanne Aberman with university honors.
Renisha Herbert.
Lindsay Bell.
Abigail Inazelli.
Clara Rose Gall.
Chloe Roper.
Anna Casey.
Ivy Adix.
Kiara Love Warner.
Jade Ballard.
Daniel Wesley O'Brien.
Michael Howard.
Stephanie Marie Zapata.
San San U Ong.
Andrew Swowles with university honors.
Diego Alamo Morales.
Erica Heistorfer.
Emir Abdagich.
Erte Sargut.
Edwin Robert Svoboda.
Evan Haluk Shashmazer.
Evan Kurt Weidel.
Emma Raylan Schmidt.
Serafina Ann Mancuso.
Olivia Unvik.
Chloe Burkham.
Gabrielle James Jorgensen.
Micah Lynn Williams.
Sebastian Patrick Gavronsky.
Madeline Olivia Carlson.
Jada Murphy.
Ezekiel Zion Butler.
Piper Sky Eagle.
Brandon James Stephanie.
Dorcas Opuku.
Wesley James Steiner.
Emily Savanarino with university honors.
Cody James Shives.
Mackenzie Oakley.
Ethan Ronald Brown.
Abigail Jean Palmer.
Ashley Love Wheel.
Talia Vincenten.
Mackenzie Morgan Borsma.
Amanda Nicole Ziola.
Isabel Marie Chalupsky Austin.
Griffin Isley Roach.
Sydney Marie Schwartzbaugh with university honors.
Natalie Tapscott with distinction.
Dominic Marasco.
Rona Ream.
Daniel Lawrence Spina.
Lucera Isabella Martinez Garcia.
Miguel Jose Luis Jacobo.
Stephanie Paul A. Santos.
Ethan Chase Hertzberg.
Cassie Sievers.
Cole Douglas Kramer.
Abigail Marie Whitehill with University Honors and with highest distinction.
Briley Klosterman.
Andrew Wall.
Amber Nicole DeSena.
Maximilian von Gries.
Taysa Roberts.
The Thefsier Walker L.
Courtney Johnson.
Andrew Frommel.
Roban Angelique Nicole Warwick with distinction.
Yini Zhang.
Natalie Balbuena.
Bryce Michael Sandel.
Michaela Kimberly Erdman.
Peyton Kathleen Ray Baldridge.
Amina Ahmed.
Blythe Beaumont.
Mason Elliott Donaldson with highest distinction.
Gwen Helen Peters.
Matthew Charles with University Honors and with high distinction.
Haley Ann Mandel.
Autumn Brantley.
Vivienne Pudel.
Thomas Blair.
Cecilia Mercado.
Benjamin Nicholas Hurtado.
Benjamin Lavastida.
Sierra Douglas.
Chelsea Paige Atwood.
Cayman Ann Bachman.
Bailey Nicole Ben.
Sierra Crosser.
Isabel Grace Trammell with high distinction.
Maya Elena Villanueva.
Megan Galen Franzone.
Olivia Gerke.
Emmeline Berzinski.
Theodore Chungath.
Tarouj Beitada with University Honors.
Isaac Sander.
Olivia Smith.
Anne Christine Morin with highest distinction.
Frankie Comet.
Olivia Grace Backus.
Elizabeth Claire Allendorfer.
Sarai Elisa Castro.
Jack Kapsner with honors in history.
Tressa Ashlyn Coy.
Rachel Christine Van Den Over, honors in ethics and public policy with University Honors.
Sarah Jean Mozina.
Amber Yutzi.
Jennifer Elizabeth DeVries with University Honors.
Raphael Toe.
Lucas Thompson.
Mary Mackenzie Walter.
McKenna Faith Gregorick with University Honors and with distinction.
Allison Holivot, honors in art.
Reagan Day with University Honors and with highest distinction.
Matt Matthew.
Vera Lynn Cooper Barkowski with honors in political science and with distinction.
Ethan Matthew Weirtz with honors in psychology and with high distinction.
Simone Wesley.
Briar Thompson.
Nisha Marie Miranda Padilla.
Dante Luis Vicini.
Celia Sofia Hernandez.
Maya Dickinson.
Erica Helen Bethke with University Honors.
Tessa Snodgrass.
Madison Marie Eink, honors in psychology and with highest distinction.
Lily Anderson.
Mackenzie Dehan.
Carly Gray Swanson.
Caitlin Agos.
Kayla Griffith.
Isla Clark.
Cody Daniel Budd.
Tegan Clark.
Preston Michael Polizzi.
Brooke Catherine Bourne.
William Tyler Walker.
Michael Seamus Carfrey.
Mackenzie Louise Weber.
Nicholas Lyle Nachman with University Honors and with distinction.
Keaton J. Zymet with high distinction.
Nihar Nilkanth Behir.
Elena James.
Aditya Sahil Desai with University Honors with highest distinction with honors in physics.
Carlin Ray Dexter.
Samuel Curry Eliason, honors in neuroscience with university honors and with highest distinction.
Brock Larson.
Selena Marlene Dazier.
Corina Huygen.
Trinity Isabella Christofferson.
Jacob Walton.
Brooklyn Marie Coburn.
Lainey May Thane.
Grace Hertz Knox with distinction.
Kiri Amdor.
Olivia Hill.
Michaela Sperry.
Sabrina Jean Leistico with highest distinction.
Brandon Rouse.
Sophia Helen Ausberger with university honors.
Luke Sockman.
Tasha Celeste Gilkison with university honors.
Thomas Michael Brandt.
Ashley Nicole Solomon.
Brad Hugh Vu.
Chloe Joan Crandell with highest distinction.
Grayson Garner.
Hannah Dolores Cloud with distinction.
Ayrton John Breckenridge with high distinction.
Rebecca Corrine Anderson with highest distinction.
Grace Elizabeth Smith with university honors and with high distinction.
Coltrane Allen Sipes.
Natalie Michelle Dunlap with distinction.
Scarlett Uvia Sines.
Sabina Martin.
McKenna Margaret Dickey.
Parker Jones.
Pari Nayak.
Ava Condor.
Alex Michael Mulville.
Audrey Higgins.
Ethan Marshall Babbitts.
Allie Lynn Wershman.
Dylan Robert Bass.
Ainsley Washburn.
Amelia Ellen Rickner.
Morgan Zangs.
Catherine Elizabeth Jocelyn.
Georgia Paulett.
Dylan Joseph Baer.
Elijah LaTroy Mitchell.
Jolie Ann Brown with university honors.
Megan Elizabeth Molson.
Selma Suvik.
Emma Rose Thomas.
Catherine Jane Ike Richardson with highest distinction.
Tanner Wood.
Carolina Duenas with honors in Spanish.
Lily Norgard.
Mia Gales.
Bon El Turfi.
Megan Danielle Cantu.
Anna Haney.
Fiona Noel Kennedy.
Charles Aiden Doherty.
Emily Eleanor Biggs.
Hudson Roth.
Lauren Rebecca Bunn with university honors and with distinction.
Michael Sullivan.
Ariana Sade Carroll.
Darcy Rose Mergens.
Riley Ray Warson.
Adam Daniel Knight.
Kelly Curtis.
Margaret Suzanne Cruzy.
Molly Marie Guerra.
Alexis Rosen.
Brandon Michael Delaney.
Thomas Dean Zapotol.
Jordan Hope Carrington.
Sophia Ben Upstall.
Madison Ray Durbin with highest distinction.
Douglas Wayne Smith.
Sienna Catherine Brown.
Jordan Robert Wetzel.
Genevieve Johnson with university honors.
Carter Jacob Tams.
Chloe Haar.
Kaya J. Stringer.
Catherine Alexa Stewart.
Isabella Stenzel.
Erwin Diaz.
Madeline Marie Six.
Catherine Elizabeth Rose Forcom.
Henry Chen.
Ryan Westoff with honors in political science with university honors and with highest distinction.
Macy Heim with highest distinction.
Josephine Sopinski with honors in criminology, law, and justice and with university honors.
Andrea Peterson.
Annabelle Faith Andrews with distinction.
Jessica Lang.
Adeline Dora Coynan with high distinction.
Finley Topert.
Georgia Clementine Corbin.
Sarah Hovey.
Kathleen Hunter Dryden.
Jasmine Julita Van Pelt.
Ewan McDermott.
Riley Shoemaker.
Emmett Riley Ellis.
Reagan Watson.
Robert Gerald Douglas Hogue.
Dina Pivich with University Honors and with highest distinction.
Jacob Michael Clearman.
John Michael Mendelin with University Honors and with distinction.
Rebecca Evans.
Chloe Ann Wilson with distinction.
Sam Odell.
Samantha Jean Johnson with honors in journalism and mass communication and with distinction.
Dominic Caligiuri.
Kathleen Marion Zivel.
Sean Murray.
Alyssa Marie Quaid.
Joey Porter.
Claudia Grochowski.
Benjamin Garantano.
Finn Grogan.
Daniel Leo Corrigan.
Mia Tatum.
Jessica Murray.
Caitlin Taylor Stickmuller with highest distinction.
James Feeney with distinction.
Hannah Sophia Mossberg.
Aristides Edlund.
Nathan Wiedemeyer. Taylor Jordan Parsons.
Evan John Kivlin.
Jennifer Jinghan Ho.
Ryan Anderson.
Thomas Allen Seifert.
Peyton Camrod.
Cole Twitty.
Erna Krusco.
Charles Arthur Kuhlman.
Jackson Gambrell.
Owen Charles Willis.
Hao Don.
Nathan Richard Wilkinson.
Shuntaro Kawasaki.
Chloe Holland.
Rebecca Luckett.
Cody Solberg.
Olivia Rose Miskovic.
Zing Fung.
Jackson William Carter.
Sophia Restif Favoretto.
Tate Billmeyer with University Honors.
Cassidy Schaefer.
Alex Ray Ling.
Ryan Nelson.
Bryce Servey with Honors in Actuarial Science and with highest distinction.
Maggie Boyd.
Andrew Michael DuPont, Honors in Actuarial Science with University Honors and with highest distinction.
Dominic Angelo Sherman.
Ryan James Bartholomew.
Tanner Teese.
Maninoa Courtwright.
Jacob Kundrat.
Amber Lynn Pierce.
Marquise Javon Washington.
Adelaide Ann Brooks.
Joseph Wickman.
Jason Ray Spinoza.
Jacob Gregory Freidinger.
Delaney Putnam.
Jackson Paul Barragay.
Molly Grace Long.
Austin Rouse.
Gwen Kopetsky.
Noah Susong.
Ella Burr.
Nicole Elizabeth Williams.
Domenica Noel Sparavecchio.
Reese Kinzig.
Eve Marie Montesano.
Jillian Suksawan Soravong.
Sydney Ann Hurley.
Tammy Weejin Kesterson.
William Jekus.
Natalie Olinek.
Ashley Sullivan.
Julia Pacos.
Matthew Henry Turpin.
Reese Rhodes.
Ennis Gashi.
Spencer Strait.
Gary Quinn.
Colby Michael Whitaker.
Claire Rogge.
Quentin Daniel Irwin.
Emma Dabinet.
Kayla Murray Odendahl.
Cade Thiner.
Sarah Tsichian Harmon.
Madison Melbourne.
Olivia An Young with high distinction.
Alexandra Duma.
Isabella Carey.
Catherine Elizabeth Scudery.
Madison Ann McElhaney.
Lauren Olivia Leedy.
Violet Hissler.
Catherine Elizabeth Bugdala.
Lauren Lynn Squire.
Cameron Grace Rezebek with University Honors and with highest distinction.
Lindsay Marie Snyder.
Alexa Shea Timmerman.
Chloe Blue Shriver.
Kendra Christina McDaniel.
Dylan Schmidt.
Amia Faith Lopez.
Madison Tron Black.
Elsie Van Dale.
Sophie Elise Whitmore.
Hayden Jensen.
Allison J. Smith.
Morgan Powers.
Jimmy Yang with University Honors.
Ashley Elizabeth Mickham with honors in dance with University Honors and with highest distinction.
Jada Graham Maldonado.
Robert Guidis.
Tori Pugliano.
Alexander Kay.
Faith McMahon.
Jonathan Lund Percy with honors in applied physics.
Kirsten Michelle Oswald.
Grace Elizabeth Crimmins.
Carolyn Swan Dio.
Gavin Tickey.
Jeannie Lee with distinction.
Liam Christensen with high distinction.
Angela Wong with University Honors and with highest distinction.
Majesty Constable.
Abby Strathman.
Johanna Margaret Kramer.
Mackenzie Funk.
Evelyn Ann Nudera.
Sarah Ballard.
Anushka Chakraborty.
Emily Vance.
Claire Michelle Dorman.
Angie Wong.
Grace Elizabeth Schultz.
Madison Eunice Woods.
Madison Jane Aronson.
Olivia Ann Wojcik.
Gavin Cook.
Abby Mikamis Berger.
Kate Annalise Dennis with honors in history.
Samantha Azteca Garcia.
Emma Castor with honors in history and with distinction.
Bailey Raylan Starkey.
Caitlin May Walter with honors in history and with highest distinction.
Hannah Summer.
Anna Marie Behrens with honors in history with university honors and with distinction.
Jamie Highmark.
Caitlin Hanna.
McKenna Angeline Popek with honors in communication studies.
Madeline Frances Luna Deutsch.
Amelia Woznicka.
Seth Dickinson.
Delaney Catherine Peters.
Anna Marie Peach with honors in health studies with university honors and with high distinction.
Alexis Rose Horany.
Ian Brem.
Olivia Corrigan Miller.
Olivia Ziegler.
Matthew Scott Lawrence.
Madison Cruiser.
Claire Elise Benson.
Nicole Blodig with highest distinction.
Jarrett West.
Austin Connell.
Grace Hart.
Jacob Fong.
Britlin Taylor.
Ethan Michael Kerr.
Maya Noggle.
Jake Friedman.
Ainsley Dawn Heestand.
Cassidy Hayes.
Nelsa Sanchez.
Sean Lanier Flanagan.
Ugwak Odell Musa. Ugwak.
Giovanni Livatino.
Kelly Ann Tosick with honors in theater arts, with university honors, and with highest distinction.
Mackenzie Rump.
Elena Sierra.
Ellie Mae Roberts with distinction.
Anna Cataldo.
Talia Gaffrick.
Emma Aitkinson.
Zachary Aaron Stein.
Sela Maxine Sofferman.
Megan Marie Topping.
Carolyn Grace McCulga with university honors and with distinction.
Will Thomas Lubke.
Frances Violet Brown.
Nathan Christopher Wilkins.
Avery Fair.
Sierra Brownton.
Sarah Ostrom.
Sydney Jenna Flansha.
Isabel Espinoza.
Anna Horozevsky.
Rachel Haft.
Paige Judith Klein.
Sydney Eileen Maxa.
Kirsten Carey Cruz.
Barack Abdumahi.
Kara Ray Doolin.
Megan Ainsley Keenan.
Catherine Carlin.
Arsha Vijay Vadeda.
Erin Jean Buffman with University Honors with highest distinction.
Ellie Grace Pins.
Claire Marie Fay.
Claire Allison Granzi with distinction.
Cade Morgan Eshelman with honors in philosophy.
Kelsey Cook.
Max Wayne Swinton.
Isaiah Schetzel.
Casey Huteman with University Honors with high distinction.
Olivia Joanne Deere.
Travis Bohung Zhang with University Honors with distinction.
Lainey Sumiko Olson.
Luke Zabel with honors in neuroscience with University Honors and with high distinction.
Elena Wallerman.
Kelsey Nicole Greenwood, honors in microbiology and with University Honors.
Jane Schrader.
Katarina Brianne Banks.
Elisa Ann Johnson.
Allison Leah Hall.
Madison Raycheck.
Harley Elizabeth Foreman.
Annabelle McClure.
Laurel Jenks.
Ellen Jean McClure.
Samantha Pauline Bielema.
Mariah Grassi.
Juliana Gee with honors in communication studies.
Maya Marie Bukitafar.
Kieran Joseph Coe.
Brianna Lee Parkins.
Marin Elizabeth Earlbeck.
Trisha K. Even.
Lily Teagarden.
Samantha Lynn Green.
Isabel Vida Hayes.
Andrea Martinez.
Macy Stevenson.
Sierra Topanes with highest distinction.
Nicholas Martin Fellers.
Catherine Hampshire.
Victoria Marie Salgado.
Rachel Peterson.
Cynthia Krager.
Emma Elizabeth Gibbs.
Kiana S.E. Earl.
Abby Boding with University Honors and with high distinction.
Katie Grow.
Faith Allison Benson.
Jennifer Rose Hart.
Kaylee Vander Heiden.
Zachariah Grissom with distinction.
Alexandra Bihata Ohabu.
Logan Michael Ingersoll.
Delaney Myers.
Ria Parekh.
Mia Scherenberg.
Elise Ann Gupta with University Honors.
Amiri Myra Sims.
Emma Grace Sullivan.
Liana Quinn Nguyen.
Kayla Francis Marr with highest distinction.
Ramayana Kuzazek.
Paige Eden Furman.
Jacqueline Murillo.
Emily Oldman.
Madeline Lee Anderson Trotter with distinction.
Alexia Destiny Lynn with honors in psychology and with University Honors.
Margaret Sparacino.
Sarah Graft.
Kayla Schiffelman.
Megan Grace Herdman.
Isaiah Rabchuk.
Katie Elizabeth Luna.
Emerson Reed.
Hayden Charles Kimball.
Anjol Pena Rodriguez with highest distinction.
Sydney Grace Yokas.
Molly Rose Sickles.
Jessica Lynn Hoy.
Elizabeth Merritt Miglin with honors in international relations.
Omunike Wilkerson.
Marin Lee Williams.
Benjamin Thomas Goshinsky.
Haley Patricia Timasek.
Hannah Leona May Pupart.
Braxton Pinsky.
Peyton May Yeager with University Honors.
Haley Miller.
Unity Anderson.
Kendall Putz.
Peyton Riley Higbee.
Olivia Lee Lampier.
Madison Ember Law.
Megan Meyer.
Theodore Garrison.
AJ Gross.
William Foley.
Karsten Battles.
Chloe Elizabeth Cathcart.
David Woodruff.
Keyshawn Lee Gunn.
Grant Allen.
Anthony Raffaelli Jr.
Catherine Margaret Warfield with honors in communication studies.
Joseph Mitchell Ellis.
Paige Elizabeth Stater.
Corey Robert Hazelton.
Chloe Ann Hagenson with honors in communication studies and with highest distinction.
Benjamin Borman.
Tatiana Rosalie Plowman with honors in communication studies and with university honors. Ellie Bedke.
Michael James Merrick, Jr.
Leah Dici.
Cooper Worth.
Shayna Genevieve Sloma.
Alberto Nicolas Pondo.
Emily Kerwin.
Robert Gentile.
Caitlin Noel Bootner.
Master Sergeant Edward Michael Gonzalez, Jr.
Delaney Joe McSweeney.
Madeline Marie Clemson with University Honors.
Peter James Roach.
Bailey Clemenson, Honors in Neuroscience and with University Honors.
Max Vincent Jacob Oliver with honors in International Relation and with University Honors.
Grace Litterer.
Mario Crisp.
Chet Latek.
Camry Monet Pritchard.
Tyler Thomas Whale.
Leslie Natasha Martinez.
Asher Fahey.
Ella Mae Anderson.
Isabella Catherine Sager, Honors in Political Science with University Honors and with distinction.
Ryan Joseph Molwinkle.
Maya Evelyn Bibbs with University Honors.
Lily Josephine Peterson with high distinction.
Javiera Antonia Hernandez Puelma.
Olivia Joan Martin with University Honors.
Christian Corner.
Emma Seward.
William Richard Schmidt.
Michaela Starles.
Peter Bednar.
Michaela Terrence.
Evan Eklund.
Danal Chaparral Williams Jr.
William T. Harder.
McKenna Joe Richter.
Caleb Graham.
Michaela Kuntentos.
Jack Kobilski.
Chloe Hartjens.
Jordan Josiah Davis.
Mary Heald with distinction.
Samuel Keenan.
Natalie Ruger.
Noel Murphy.
Lauren Renzi with University Honors and with distinction.
Matthew Briggs.
Alyssa Fitzgerald.
Jack Hinman.
Efrema Mustafa.
Caitlin Grace Hansen.
Morgan Peterson.
Jordan Figgins.
Madeline Port.
Samantha Marie Meyer, Honors in Theater Arts and with University Honors.
Noah McLaughlin.
Maddie Swick with distinction.
Abigail Hope Chapman.
Aaliyah Jade Harvey.
Miguel Angel Rodriguez.
Emily Lynn with distinction.
Alexis Rodriguez.
Caitlin Cannon.
Abdullahi Mohammed.
Tobias Michael Epstein.
Abdelrahman Homadan with University Honors and with highest distinction.
Luke Lachey.
Nick Nemosovich.
Marin Clarice Thompson.
Adrian Marie Mendez.
Bailey Renee Kronfeld.
Ola Eltayab Babeker with honors in microbiology.
Nicholas Siebold.
Matthew James Olson.
Samantha Rose Saylor.
Jack Dorman.
Ismael Lopez Leyva with honors in history and with highest distinction.
Alisa Ahmed.
Allison Hildebrand with distinction.
Abigail Lauren McConaughey with honors in psychology and with high distinction.
Kirsten Lemery.
Neha Nargarkar, honors in neuroscience with university honors.
Emily Simone Fields with honors in sociology and with university honors.
Catherine Anastasia Ogden with university honors and with distinction.
MJ Jordan with university honors and with distinction.
Gabrielle Pearson.
Yulia Krista with University Honors.
William Nicky.
Ethan Michael Carden, Honors in Microbiology and with University Honors.
J.P. Ryle Jr.
Tawny Hess.
Alex Rodriguez.
Morgan Huber.
Seamus Quaid Thompson.
Krisha Kieran, Honors in Psychology and with highest distinction.
John James Trotta.
Bridget Leary.
Layla Rebecca Vasquez Pryor.
Mary Jane White McNary.
Robert Walter Reeder Jr.
Samantha Mary Freeman.
Sarah April Ricker.
Miles Lewis Kramer with Honors in History and University Honors.
Joanna Rodriguez.
Jacob Vogue.
Anna Moody.
Micah Williams with Honors in Psychology with University Honors and with highest distinction.
Emma Petrocki with University Honors.
Keaton Joseph Kelleher.
Jessica Alawolia.
Molly Elizabeth McDonald.
Aiden Eubank.
Katie Elizabeth Kleesner.
Michael Mattis.
Samuel Kleesner.
Marcus Maxfield.
Clara Dorothy Strand with highest distinction.
Cooper Harlan McGill.
Eliza Sunleaf.
Willem McCarthy.
Olivia Noel Thomas.
Ethan Murphy McCarvey.
Megan Lorraine Funk with University Honors.
Noah Dean McCombs.
Jacqueline Lentz.
Stephen James Mullins.
Patrick Joseph McMillan with University Honors.
Eileen Toledo.
Olivia Adeline DeAngelis.
Chris Miller.
Isabella Erica Miranda.
Lauren Gibbs.
Ellie Fallon.
Celesta Antonia Miller with University Honors and with high distinction.
Kylie Berg.
Merlin Ruiz Chui.
Hannah Hewitt.
Emma Pointer.
Becca McCann.
Allison June Marr.
Jenna Jo Gerard.
Colton James Stremler.
Connor Oscar Mast.
Caden Straba.
Donald Lubin.
Chase Van Dyke.
Caleb Matthew Noel Nyland.
Sharon Elizabeth Crabtree.
Sierra Jean Roberts.
Morgan Buckman.
Alexandra Christine Lauren.
Anne Isabel Feldstein.
Cole Cameron.
Kenneth Ramon Mack.
Jackson Gillingham.
Weller James Clark.
Joseph Theodore Feldner Jr.
Melanie Abigail Sota.
Dexter Charles Kraus.
Isabel Mangru.
Shayla Gatto.
Jessica Faith McKenna.
Emily Arndt with Honors in History.
Sophia Grace Ferrari.
Caleb Ronald Kruger.
Caleb Reeder.
Remy Jean Johnson.
Zena Giselle Mangler.
Grace Lorraine Hipwell.
Lisbeth Celaya.
Gabriella
with University
Hammer.
Honors. Lucas Regina with University Honors and with high distinction.
Kimberly Adriana Horn.
Connor Paul Hermiston.
Sam Schrader.
Kerrigan Cox.
Ian Ryan with University Honors.
Jaden Studer.
Oluwase Nikan Jean de Dieu Gabetoku Jr.
Paige Keeper.
Kenesha Ayana Ensminger.
Matthew Rummelhart.
Agnesi Priscilla Kamanda.
Madison Newman.
Andrea Longstreet.
Lauren Marie Rickey.
Grace Ann Frommel.
Kathleen Grace Kukoma, Honors in Communication Studies.
Sophia Avani Gluba.
Cassidy Elise Brotherton.
Javon Michael Dennis.
Julie Jansen.
Jade Kyler Harvey with distinction.
Madeline Hoffman.
Abigail Lorai Tyndall.
Haley Kuczynski.
Abigail Grace Clark.
Dana Nasser.
Aiden Bell.
Sammy Watts.
Jeremy McLaurin.
Leslie Luft.
Connor Moore.
Emma Grace Morehouse.
Ella Pierce.
Nicole Gabrielle McCracken.
Cade Samuel Thompson.
Grace Ann Reese with University Honors.
Catherine Eileen Kovar.
Devika Farasi.
Jordan Forbes.
Mary Peterson.
Sloan Madison Yortsoy.
Clarence Vietwen.
Sam Necker.
Brady Osborne with distinction.
Carson Philip Gregory.
Drew Sullivan with honors in political science.
Chloe Beth Hartman.
Chloe Patterson.
Ava Besler Hash.
Allison Jean Caranda.
Ellie Craig.
Bo Solberg.
Caitlin Jackson.
Anthony Menango.
Yunso Key with University Honors and with distinction.
Keely McCall Socha.
Elizabeth Ann Nasino with highest distinction.
Morgan Molseed.
Jalen Lutz.
Tara Bryn Pikey.
Amanda Beals.
Catherine Ann Salmon.
Hannah Meyer.
Catherine McLean.
Lisa Ha Luong.
Jade Paulson.
Taylor Nicole Johnson.
Gail Sarah Maywu.
Ellie Waterbury.
Gianna Floming.
Eric Paul Douglas.
Lauren Nowinski.
Ingrid Adriana Torres Flores.
Julia Wendland with University Honors.
Brittany Vick with high distinction.
Morgan Butchie.
Aiden King.
Ryan McLaren with University Honors.
Precious Mariah Pate.
Tong Gwen.
Princess Mariah Pate. Puat. Ruth Christina Bropley.
Elisa Roche with highest distinction.
Crystal Muihaki Joroge with University Honors.
Maya Palikucha.
Manal Dua.
Madison Elizabeth Schultz.
Veronica Balin Patterson with University Honors and with high distinction.
Anne Maureen Manley.
Alejandro Rojas.
Julia Renee Moraidian.
Grant David Knutson.
Mazvita Makoni.
Jack Lenart with University Honors.
Mika Rios.
Reed Ann Soderberg.
Brooke Elizabeth Drawback.
Chloe Inskeep.
Ashlyn Pearson.
Anna Marie Kelly.
Liliana Isabel Sanchez Aguiar with honors in international relations.
Mason Gregory O'Brien.
Shannon Eileen Stokes with honors in neuroscience and with distinction.
Anna Luce Clark with high distinction.
Dominic John Milazzo.
Amelia Ann Johnson with honors in art history with University Honors and with highest distinction.
Nicole Lee Essing.
Emma Cryer.
Eman Hagos.
Jake Greenlee.
Emily Louise Rossiter.
Jason Minju Lee.
Brooke Marie Mulholland.
Gabrielle Elizabeth Welch.
Emily Nitzel.
Cody Goodman.
Tyler Meister with University Honors and with distinction.
Brandel Michael Kincaid.
Cameron McCaw Hennick with honors in Russian.
Jordan Grace Taylor.
Carla Alexandra Sierra.
Claire Isabel Burnett.
Emma Lynn Hornberger.
Faith Marie Semmelroth.
Delaney Orweiler with honors in psychology, university honors, and with high distinction.
Megan Dipp.
Shawnee Rose Parrott with honors in psychology.
Cole Donahue.
Savannah Jade Quast.
Ethan Fairholm.
Tabitha Lynn Magnuson.
Donald Grant Gillis.
Jack West.
Raphael Jensen with university honors.
Michaela Ann Reed.
Joseph Barlow.
Alexis Jean Nabush.
Sawyer Schiffler.
Megan Elise Ferenczi.
Blake Matthew Main.
Cole Schroeder.
Matthew Dean McCullough.
Alexander Nordang.
Owen Pekosh.
Eric David Jungers.
Edward Lugg.
Troy Nichols.
Blake Michael Langan.
Aya Elgadal, honors in international relations with distinction.
Peter Hooks.
Pujit Maikala with university honors.
Mallory Luther.
Blake McDermott.
Cassidy Joe Tellis.
Graham Margulis.
Zoe Elizabeth Pins.
Sahiti Shankatagari.
Riley Anderson.
Sophia Metker.
Drake Paul Smith.
Dimia Jalen Guy with university honors.
Hayden J.T. Hutchison.
Elise Cagnard with honors in political science and with university honors.
Micah Roberts.
Douglas Morotron.
Nzalawa Juvenal Mwanasomwe.
Kaylin Rose Wilson.
Jordan Ongchua Flegg.
Carlin Knapp.
Jade Ella Carrillo.
Audrey Hying with university honors and with distinction.
Sarah Nicole Gali.
Marina Meyer.
Molly Cranebuell.
Anna Ruffcorn.
Kevin Waring.
Gabriella Jane Good.
Sienna Grace O'Connor.
Lesnetta Divine.
McKenna Fischel.
Brooke O'Shea.
Ava Serene Moritz.
Bethany Sadla.
Sarah Stevens.
Elijah Strauss.
Michael Marrow.
Connor Hartig.
Alexis Husko.
Abby Kelly.
Faith Charity Ann Hope with university honors.
Sophia Amelia Terrell.
Abdelrahim Ahmed.
Kira Lovar.
Lindsay Ann Urbanski.
Catherine Jane Mulleg.
Kira Schultz.
Lily Sarah Silverman.
Lauren Loken.
Haley Roach.
Guadalupe Morales Aguilar.
Macy Larson.
Carlos Alejandro Diaz Jr.
Elizabeth Joan Crean.
Kaiying Vang.
Emma Gerke.
Vina Kapaganthu with honors in music.
Morgan Zakiah Freeman.
Justin Tyler Hetledge with university honors.
Olivia Ellen Williams.
Kendra Lee Hunt.
Selena Brooke Wisner.
Octavia Maria Barbrulescu with high distinction.
Alec Nelson.
JC Amaloja.
Miriam Katov Gallardo.
Lainey Johnson.
Jacob Thomas Lamartine.
Caroline Cecilia Johnson with honors in global health studies with university honors and with distinction.
Gracie Smith.
Dominique Rollins.
Clayton Riggleman.
Allie Noel Schumacher with highest distinction.
Peyton Ellie Pangburn with honors in international relation and with highest distinction.
Madeline Renee Lovejoy with honors in psychology and with university honors.
Claire Hellman.
Kaliba Jack.
Wyatt Daniel Hellman with honors in international relations and with university honors.
William John Broadston Irvine with honors in history and with high distinction.
Natalie Leathers.
Nicholas Lyson.
Alexis Imbuatong.
Trisha Roberts.
Ellie Chen with honors in political science and with university honors.
Alexandria Gonzalez.
Kathleen Dom with honors in psychology. Christine Lee. Benjamin Wilson Langman. And last but not least, Sofia Yadira Munoz.
Good. All right, I would like us just one more time to congratulate the class of 2024. We started today. I love the love in this room. Thank you. We started the day by talking about transitions and talking about all those people that build us up and help us succeed. So would all of you who are in the stands please rise? All of you are the unsung heroes of the day. Through your support, you have played a critical role in the college careers of your loved one. We would like to take a moment once again to applaud your commitment and ask you to please join us in saying one more time, good job, well done. So we have come to the end. We've come to the end, class of 2024. As we think about you now moving out into the world, I would like to just help you remember just a few of the lessons that you learned as being a graduate of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. We are pushing you out into the world with critical thinking skills, analysis skills, problem-solving skills. Through your education, we hope that you learn the importance of listening, considering alternative views, remembering that it is okay if everyone in the world is different and maybe see the world in different ways. We hope that we empowered you to think about the impact that each one of you have on society and the ways that you can improve society for the better. But finally, I want us to go back to the beginning where we talked about the times where we had doubts and we needed other people to prop you up. There will be times in your career where you're going to fail. Things are not going to go well. There are going to be times where you question your abilities. And what I want you to remember as you go out today is you have greatness that lives inside of you. And at the end of the day, each one of you are enough just the way that you are. So, come on over. So we started your Hawkeye career with teaching you the universal love language of Hawkeyes, okay? It's the language that we particularly like to say quite loud to the Iowa State fans. It is the two words that you can be anywhere in the world. You can be in Norway, you can be in Brazil, you can be in Chicago, New York, but if you see somebody with a tiger hawk, it just emerges. So for the first time as alumni of the University of Iowa, I would ask you to join me and our two students and your first Go Hawks. 1, 2, 3. Go Hawks! Congratulations. Would Professor Farthing please come forward?
and gentlemen, please be seated for the recession of the platform party. Congratulations. Will our new alumni please join your friends and family on the concourse level? These proceedings are now adjourned.
Thank you.